Today's incident will wake up your soul. Please watch the incident till the end. This is an instructive story of 7 sons and their unfortunate old mother. How they cooked and ate their old mother, then how Allah helped them. Come, let us listen to this incident. The request is that you must listen to this incident till the end. This incident is from a time when it was an era of ignorance and people had no courage. Men used to hunt animals and women used to do household work and also take care of children. There was a village where all Hindus lived. In that village, 7 sons used to live with their old mother with great love and care. Their father was not in this world. Those sons were very obedient to their mother and used to serve their mother a lot. The old mother also raised them with great difficulty and by doing hard labor because their father had died in their childhood. That old mother used to work hard outside, and after coming home she used to cook food for her sons. Along with her, the sons used to go hunting daily and bring home their prey. They would give the animals to their mother and she would happily cook delicious food for her sons. Days passed like this. One day, all the 7 brothers went hunting, and it was about to be evening. Their old mother had kept some animals in the house. She loved them a lot. She used to cut grass for them and milk them. She used to do this work herself. One day, her sons had gone hunting, and it would take them a long time to return because they used to bring grass for the animals themselves. When the old woman saw the animals hungry, she thought that her sons might be late in coming back. Today, I will bring grass for these animals myself, she decided. She quickly got up and went to the fields to get grass. The poor woman could not see well. While cutting grass, the poor woman's finger also got cut, and a lot of blood was flowing from her finger. The poor old woman was in great pain. She tore a little cloth from the palu of her dupatta, wrapped it around her finger, and tied it around her finger. She cut the grass with great difficulty and came home. She fed the grass to her goats and started thinking that her sons were about to come, and they must be hungry. I should cook food for them quickly, she thought. When she sat down and started cutting vegetables, the bandage on her injured finger came off and blood started flowing. The poor old woman started getting very worried that if her sons saw this blood, they would also be very sad. Thinking this, the poor woman continued. The old woman was just cutting vegetables quickly, and she could see very little with her eyes. She did not realize that all the blood from her finger was mixing with the vegetables. The old woman quickly got up and took the vegetables to the stove. She quickly cooked the curry. In the meantime, her sons came back from hunting in the jungle. She told her sons, "Sons, wash your hands and face quickly and come back. I will prepare food for you people." When the sons started eating, they found the food so tasty that they started thinking that the food cooked by their mother was already very good, but today there was something special. The food cooked by the mother was very tasty, and she finished all the food very quickly. The mother was very happy that her sons were eating to their fill, and she was also praying for them. After eating the food, all the 7 sons of that old woman went to sleep. Here we would like to tell you that that old woman had accepted Islam in that era of Jahi after listening to the words of an old man who worships Allah. And that old woman did not know that her sons love her a lot, but they have a grudge in their hearts that why did our mother accept Islam? But that old woman's only attempt was that one day she will force her sons to become Muslims. But that poor lady failed. She did not know what doomsday is going to happen to her. When her sons went to sleep, that mother secretly got busy in the worship of Allah. That old woman was a pious devotee of Allah. She was also a devotee of Allah, and she used to pray for the lives of her sons every day. The food we ate yesterday was such a portion of delicious food that we had never eaten before. That day, Mother must have added some special spice to the food which made the food so delicious that we started licking our fingers. Come, today we will go home and find out from Mother what that secret is. When all the sons came back home in the evening, their mother was still feeding her goats and milking them. The sons sat quietly and waited for their mother to come. When their mother came to them, they asked their mother lovingly, "Mother, what spice did you find in the food you cooked yesterday?" The food that was given to them turned out to be so delicious that the mother got worried that my sons might have found out that I had gone to get grass for the animals when they were hungry, hiding from them, and my finger got cut. Then she got scared and said to her sons, "Son, I had cooked the same food that I cook for you people every day." Then the sons again requested the mother cook the same kind of food for us today as well. The mother said, "Son, I work so much and also take care of the animals. It is not at all that I will ignore my son's request, but you should look at my old age and listen to me, and you guys get married." The sons replied, "Mother, what is our age now? We have to serve you a lot right now because when our wives come, then who knows what time will come. We are afraid that we might misbehave with our mother. So mother, please give us a few more years and we will eat only the food cooked by our mother. Ammajan, can we cook tasty food like that day today? Will you feed us because today our hearts are also very sad. Today we did not get any prey." After listening to this, the old mother said, "Son, don't worry. I will also pray to Allah for your business." Hearing this, the sons got angry, but they swallowed their anger in their hearts, and then the old mother quickly got up and started cooking food. When the mother prepared the food and placed it in front of her sons when the sons started eating, they started saying to each other that this was not at all like the food that we had that day. The elder son of the old woman said, "Mother, the food that you cooked and fed us yesterday, this food is not at all like that. Mother, tell me the truth. You must have mixed something in the food that day which made the food so delicious. Mother, I swear to you on your sons that we are with you. Tell me the truth. We are not able to forget that delicious food." Then their old mother told everyone with fear that when I could not bear the hunger of the animals and quickly went to get grass, and while cutting the grass my finger got cut. I did this to hide it from you people. I did not tell you about it, and just like that, the blood stopped flowing and I did not pay any attention. I was just busy with my work. Similarly, I cut vegetables and cooked for you people. Blood got mixed in that vegetable. Those sons were very surprised to hear their mother's words. That mother, what do you get from 2 drops of blood in the food if the food becomes so delicious? Our mother's blood drops can make the vegetable so tasty that we started licking our fingers, and again we felt like eating the same vegetable. If such a delicious dish can be cooked from blood, then what will happen to our mother's meat? The devil had entered their mind. Now they lay down to sleep, but the devil was not letting them sleep. Their elder brother said to his younger brothers that how delicious our mother's meat would be. Just see, if a few drops of our mother's blood got mixed in the vegetable became so tasty. The rest of the brothers also started agreeing with their elder brother, and their intentions had also become bad, and they were Muslims. So they were not there anyway, and they went to sleep at night after making a plan. And when the morning came, their innocent mother, who loved her sons very much, cooked breakfast with great love and fed the sons and started sending them to work. The youngest son of that old lady was not involved in the plan of his brothers at all. He loved his mother very much, but how could he save his mother from the hands of these beasts on one side? That innocent brother was alone. This brother was a robust person. The brother was very angry that he was going to kill his mother for the taste of her tongue. Now all the brothers had gone to the forest to cut wood and hunt, and they made such a plan that they tied a cloth on a bamboo and stood it on a high mountain, so that their mother would feel that this was a place to live. The elder son of the old woman said to his mother, "You were worried about our marriage. Now today, your prayers have been fulfilled. I have liked a girl who belongs to a very good family. If, mother, you agree to my marriage, then in the evening we will go to their house for my marriage." His old mother was happy with this, thinking, at least my son is getting married. If his daughter-in-law comes home, then she will help me with my work, and I will also get the happiness of grandchildren. Now his mother quickly got ready and went with her sons to see the marriage proposal. When they were on their way, their elder son said, "Mother, just be patient for a while. Their house is about to come." Now they had reached this place, and the son signaled his mother, "Look, there is a hut on the high hill. That is the maternal home of your future daughter-in-law." Their mother became very happy and started walking fast. Somehow, their mother reached this hill, and the elder brother signaled the younger brothers to tie their mother with a rope. They had also arranged for ropes there. On the order of the elder brother, the younger brothers started tying their mother with bamboo. But their seventh innocent brother was standing far away and watching everything. He was trembling and shivering. He did not want his mother to be in this condition, but he was very afraid of his brothers. Now how could the poor and blind mother face them? Those hunter Hindu brothers had become very cruel. Such a devil had entered their eyes that they wanted to kill their mother. Those cannibals wanted to kill their mother. They had tied her with a rope. Now they picked up their arrows. First of all, the elder son of that old lady tried to shoot the target. Then his old mother folded her hands in front of him and said, "What kind of a cruel son are you that you have started killing your mother? What crime have I committed? What harm have I done to you people? Remember, you are the killers. But the creator of this world will remember all of you. And my God is with me, and he knows how I raised you people, how much hard work I did for you. And when my time of happiness came, you people became enemies of my life." But this did not affect the sons. As soon as the elder son shot the arrow missed the target. The elder son tried to shoot 2 arrows at the target, but the arrows were not hitting the mother. Then the elder brother asked his younger brother to shoot the arrow. Their mother folded her hands in front of the second son and begged for mercy, but he was also getting hungry. The mother screamed and said, "Kill me. You also kill me, but who will give me justice? He is sitting above and he is listening to my plea." The second brother also shot an arrow, but it did not hit him. Similarly, the 6 brothers could not shoot an arrow on their mother's chest. Now it was the turn of the last and the youngest innocent son. All the brothers said to the youngest brother, "Take the arrow and shoot your mother, and remember, if your arrow does not hit your mother, we will cut you into pieces in front of your mother. Because you are the most beloved son of the mother, and they will not spare your flesh, they will eat it too." Those sons knew that their mother loved the youngest son very much. Now the hands of the sons started trembling, and their old mother could not tolerate at all that her 6 cruel sons killed her innocent son in front of her eyes. So the old mother started praying to Allah with folded hands that, "O Rabbul Ijat, may the arrow of this innocent son hit me. It is a question of my innocent son's life." When the 7th son shot the arrow, it entered the neck of the old mother, and she died there. The sky was filled with tears on his murder. The child was also crying, and the birds were fluttering. But if there was no mercy in the heart, it was not in the heart of the 6 sons. They were enjoying themselves, and then they brought their mother down from the bamboo and cut her body into pieces, and told their innocent brother to go quickly and collect water and wood from the jungle. He was very sad, and was going while crying. He filled the pot with water, and caught some fish and insects for his food. When he came back, a fire was lit, and the meat was roasted. That innocent child was not able to eat all that he had caught from the river. The way his 6 brothers were devouring their mother's flesh, they were falling upon it with great pleasure, and that poor child was looking at their faces. What kind of brothers are these of mine, who did not even spare their mother to satisfy their hunger, who used to cook delicious food for them every day, serve them, wash their clothes? Our mother brought us up, but his 6 brothers had made all their efforts to eat their mother's flesh, and started saying to each other how good the flesh was. Now the elder brother ordered the innocent brother to go and bury the remaining pieces of our mother's flesh in the ground. This brother put the mother's hair and bones in a pit, and closed the pot from above. All the brothers returned home. No son was sad after killing his mother except the younger son. The 7th brother had just buried his mother's flesh in a pit, but a very big plant had grown there, which was a flesh plant. And then within no time, it became a dense, shady tree. It was a barren area. No one used to pass from there. One day, the same Allah's man from whom the old lady had accepted Islam passed from there. He looked carefully and found a tree on which meat was hanging. That tree was different from other trees. Seeing all this, Allah's man started praying to Allah. Suddenly, lightning flashed in the sky and a thunderous voice came. "O pious servant of Allah, you have to become the voice of truth for a downtrodden person who has been wronged." This voice had just stopped when you heard a woman's voice. "Allah's man, it seems there is a deep secret in this tree. There is something special in the tree." You sat under the tree and started praying. As you were praying, the sound of someone crying kept coming. You started thinking that, whoever it is, Allah has sent me to help him. You spent 40 days and nights in the forest and broke a branch of that meat tree and made a flute by changing its base. He wore the attire of a fakir and became a flute player, and now he was going to every village playing the flute. People would give alms to him thinking he was a fakir. In this way, he saw many villages, but till now he could not find the thing for which Allah, the one who had changed his base, had prayed to prostrate before Allah. "Oh Allah, a big accident has happened here with an innocent child. I want to help him for the sake of humanity. Please help me." Praying and playing the flute, he went to the same village where those murderous sons used to live. He kept on saving the flute so that people would think he was the flute player. The 6 sons were now married, and the youngest and the 7th son was left unmarried, who used to remain very sad. The one who Allah played the flute and came to the door of the first house. The voice of the same woman started coming from the flute. "Oh Allah, this enemy is the biggest. He has no mercy in his heart. He has no respect for his relationship." They did not regret it. The blood of these people turned white. When the elder son heard this voice at the door, he recognized the voice and started sweating. He told his wife to give alms to this beggar and send him away from here quickly. He did the same. From there, Allah's men moved ahead, and the other man's son's house came. The same old woman's painful voice started coming from the flute again. "Oh, Allah's men, this is also the same beast who has tainted his relationships. He has cheated. When the cheating voice reached the ears of that son, he also lost his life." When he heard this voice, he also told his wife to give money to this beggar and send him away. Since when has he been standing at the door? In this way, Allah's men went to the houses of the 6 sons one by one. They were all trembling with fear. "Now our secrets have started coming out, and now the whole colony will come to know about our deed." Allah's men reached the door of the last 7th brother. Immediately the voice of the flute came. "Oh, Allah's men, see, this is the house of my younger son, my dear son, who has hidden a deep secret in his heart. He remains sad. I have not forgotten the incident till now." The 7th son heard the sound coming from that flute. He was not an enemy of Muslims. He knew that this fakir was a Muslim. He gave Allah Wali a lot of respect and fed him. He was very sad before meeting Allah Wali. There was a burden on his heart. He said, "You seem to be a Muslim. Your face is full of light. I have been keeping a big secret in my heart for a long time, but I cannot tell you. I just ask you, can you teach me the karma too? Maybe I will get some peace. I cannot sleep and I'm afraid. You said if you want to become a Muslim from your heart, then I can teach you the kalma right now. But you have to follow the path of Islam. You should not lie. You should always speak the truth. You should support the truth, and you should fear only Allah. That day you were afraid of only humans, but the brave ones are afraid only of Allah." He promised. After this, you made him a Muslim by reciting the first kalma. Second, you stayed there and prayed. The younger son also prayed with him. At the time of Tahajjud, he asked Hazrat, "From where did you get this flute and what kind of sound is coming from it?" The one who is Allah said, "I passed through a deserted place. There was a bamboo tree standing there. This flute was made from it. Son, you do one thing. Keep it very carefully for a few days and do not give it to anyone. This is a very precious flute. When I pass through this locality again, I will take it from you." Saying this, you went away after praying Fajr. When the house became deserted, he saw that an evil woman came out of his flute, and she started cleaning his house. After this, the old woman cooked food and went back to the flute. His eyes remained wide open. He prayed and said, "Oh God, what is this matter? I don't know who this is." There was a knock on the door. Allah was present there. The younger brother wanted to tell him everything, and he knew. He said, "Wait, be quiet." Both of them hid and sat. When there was silence all around, he started seeing the same evil woman coming out of the flute. At that very moment, Allah came to him and said, "Stop by Allah's order, and you don't have to go anywhere now, son. You started crying after seeing your mother." The one who was standing in front of him in a living form, Allah said, "Tell me the truth. What has happened to you? What are you doing inside this flute?" Then she said, "Ask my son what has happened to me." Then that innocent son told everything to Allah, that how my mother was killed, and her flesh was cooked and eaten, and whatever was her share he did not eat. He threw it in a pit. and from that the bamboo tree with that flesh was formed, and from there. So Allah had made a flute, and I am the soul of that old woman, and wherever that flute goes, there that old woman challenges that son in her voice. The son who recognized the voice pushed the fakir. Allah said, "You did not do anything wrong, but you did not even raise your voice, and now you have become a Muslim. Earlier you were a fool and were in the age of ignorance, but now you are a pious servant of Allah, and now you must help your mother." The boy said, "Tell me, Hazrat, what do I have to do first of all to her?" You prayed for him and got his ablution done. And both of them prayed, and after praying you prayed, "Oh Allah, you are very forgiving and merciful." What was in your heart that boy did not know. You were praying. That brother started crying. You said, "Why are you crying?" Then that boy folded his hands in front of Allah and said, "Oh Allah, you have helped me and my mother a lot. Please bring my mother back to this world. I cannot bear her separation. You do not know that there is a wound on my heart, and that wound is increasing. My brother is the reason for my mother's death. You made me a Muslim. If you reunite my mother with me again." Allah said, "Son, life and death are in the hands of Allah. I cannot do anything. I am just his humble slave who was chosen for this work. And you can pray. I have heard that the prayers of Allah's people are accepted, and the prayers of Allah's people have a lot of effect, and there is a lot of effect." He started crying after saying this much in your prayer. The one who was with you said, "Okay, I pray. If it is Allah's command, then what you want will happen. All this is not in my hands, all this is in Allah's hands." You started praying. Then he sprinkled Zamzam water on that old woman and threw the flute in the fire. That old woman was now standing there in human form by Allah's command. That innocent son said, "Oh Allah, thank you very much. You have given me my mother back." You started saying, "All this is Allah's miracle, it is not mine. He kills, he burns." At that very moment, lightning struck the sky, and that lightning struck the houses of the 6 sons, due to which their houses caught fire. The whole family was burnt alive to ashes. It became a camp of ashes. The one who was with you left from there, and the one who was with you had also fallen from there. The end of the oppressors is bad. Everyone in the world has seen this. Whoever did this had an instructive end. May Allah make us all obedient to our parents, and grant life and health to all our parents. And may Allah grant high status in Jannatul Firdaus to those whose parents have left this world. Ameen Ya Rabbul Alameen, dear friends. How did you like today's video? Please express your opinion in the comment box. And to get more such videos, please become a part of our family by subscribing to our channel. Thank you.